Good evening. Tonight we're gonna do a quick tie here on the Mop Fly. I've been getting a lot of questions on this fly. Um, Trying to do a standalone video here. I'll post it here, and I'll also post it on our YouTube channel. What I got here, standard brown mop. You can use any color: orange, pink, green. Tan seems to be the one that I don't know, seems to be doing like the trick for me here lately. Seems to work all year as well. I am using a Trout Legend J300 size 10 jig hook. One of the best hooks out there. I mean, he's super strong, super sharp, and these hooks just do not let go of fish. Even though they are a barbless hook, there are times that I had to use the forceps to get that fish out of there because these do hold on very well. What we're going to do is we're just going to use one of our standard washing mop, nothing fancy. You can see I've got a couple hundred of them already cut out of it. Cut one of the little mops off. Sorry about that. Then clean it out. Once you get to the mop, right where the part where you cut, clean it all out. You can just see how that fuzz just comes out of there. Get it all nice and clean. You'll start to expose these threads. There's 3 or 4 threads in there. And once you get these threads exposed, I don't know, maybe about like an inch, about 1/8 of an inch, 3/16 of an inch out. What you're going to want to do is just grab them, give them a little twist, twirl them up to where they're nice and tight. You'll end up finishing like that. I'll show you why I do that here in a second. Bead we're using tonight is also a Trout Legend. It is a Stealth Black 3.0 tungsten slotted bead. Using a tan 6/0 thread. Lock the bead in place. You don't have to thread all the way down the shank. Halfway down through, just to like right where the lines up in front of the hook. Bring that thread back up to the front, right behind the bead. Now this might seem a little odd, but I know when you tie these flies on, and I've seen a lot of people do it, and there's no right way, no wrong way. This fly isn't the hardest thing to tie, but it's the easiest thing to fish, let me tell you. Usually people tie these, and the way it ends up, people tie it on the hook. They tie it in this formation right here, this orientation right here. What I like to do is, the reason I put all these threads on here, I like to make this hook a little bit more durable. Right where the thread and the bottom of the mop meet, you want to bring it right below the head of the bead. Secure it in there a couple times. You can see I'm right behind the bead. Get your other material, wrap it down tight. This is where the durability comes in right here. Go all the way back up to the bead, behind the bead, give it 3 or 4 more nice turns, and bring it about halfway through where you just tied in your base again right there. Fold your mop material over. So you can see there's not much of a gap now behind the bead of the hook and the mop. That's the reason why I tie it that way. Plus, as you can see, I'm not even done tying this on. I can pretty much yank this hook right out of this vise. This is a super durable way to tie this fly. Fluff your material up. right where your thread's at. You want to fluff the material forward. On this side, fluff this way forward, and on this side of the thread, fluff this stuff this way to give yourself a nice little gap. Because what we're going to do is we're going to wrap about 4 or 5 wraps right on top of each other. 3, 4, 5. And then I bring it right back to the back behind the bead. That is it. That is all there is to tie that fly. Super simple, super effective. Couple 4-turn whip finishes. I don't use any head cement. That's it. Super simple, super effective. Tie them up, guys. Quick way to fill your box up. It's a quick tie, and it's a very effective fly to use. Good night.